The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome to TVWAN News. In this edition, health facilities lack manpower, NPC under review, and Samoa bows out happily. Manpower is lacking in all healthcare facilities in the country, says Chairman of the Special Parliamentary Committee on Health Matters, Elias Kapavore. Kapavore said this after a consultation visit to the Eastern Highlands Provincial Health Authority and health facilities recently with committee members.
Manpower shortage is a big issue faced by healthcare facilities around the country, including hospitals, health centers and clinics. This is not conducive to the delivery of health services because it weakens the quality of service delivery to the rural population where the bulk of the people live. This was one of the main findings of the Special Parliamentary Committee led by Member for Pomio and Chairman of the SPC on Health Matters, Elias Kapavore, during their consultation visit to Eastern Islands. He was accompanied by committee members Simon Dumainu, Central Bougainville MP, and Molbaya MP Jacob Kopomaki. They paid visits to Goroka Provincial Hospital and other urban clinics and rural health centers in the province. It was obvious both in the urban and rural health facilities that there was lack of sufficient manpower to carry out the workload. This causes other factors such as longer waiting time for health workers to attend to patients. They discovered that on many occasions sick patients leave without being treated or diagnosed. Kapavore said the committee recognizes that lack of manpower is an issue faced not only in Eastern Highlands but in all health-run institutions around the country. Besides the main Goroka Provincial Hospital staff, the committee had dialogue with senior health workers at Loop and North Goroka urban clinics, as well as the Asaro Rural Hospital in the Daulo district. Meanwhile, the committee also found that there is shortage of drugs and supplies in all facilities, including the hospitals. This is because the area medical stores are not keeping up with their part of the responsibilities, causing delays in the delivery of medicines. Another finding was lack of incinerators in the health facilities to burn rubbish and human remains from operations and minor surgeries, as well as labor deliveries at the health clinics and centers. This poses a health threat because the remains of human parts can be the source of infections and also feeding ground for animals which can spread diseases. We take these concerns to the floor of Parliament and a lot of discussions are carried out on the issue. It is our belief now that the Marape Rosso government will sit and consider our recommendations and will come up with plans to address this issue, said Kapavore. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
The flash flooding that occurred in the recent months has caused great damages to the people of Central Province. Central Governor Rufina Peter raised this in yesterday's Parliament sitting, asking the government for immediate assistance. Central Province Governor Rufina Peter raised concern on the flash flooding in Central Province that has caused great damages in the 5 districts. She informed the House the extent of the floods that had caused widespread damages and urged the government to relieve assistance.
Many houses have collapsed and people have had to uproot to higher grounds. Public buildings such as schools and hospitals have also been affected. The Floods have also affected the food gardens, plus livestock, so that has already affected the livelihoods of the people. The roads have also been affected on both highways and into the provincial and district roads. From the assessment that has been made, we require about 3 million per district. Of the 5 districts, that will amount to about 15 million. For the roads, infrastructure, roads and bridges, that will be about 10 million each, a total of about 65 million for each of the 5 districts.
Governor Peter asked Prime Minister James Marape on what actions does the government intend to take in terms of mitigating the effects of flooding.
I want to give assurance to the governor. I'll get the defense and the National Disaster Agency to look into your submissions, especially in regards to the relief that is sought. And whatever we can practically assist in the immediate, we'll send the immediate relief assistance through. But in the long term, for the road reconstructions and on the schools, etc., we will give some support. I would also indicate that DSIP support and PSAP support is also coming. They could put some fund there. We will also find some fund to top up. But I will have an opportunity to give a full response when I'm in preview of this report. And hopefully next week, when Defense re-advises me, whether through the minister or myself, I could have a time with the governor.
According to the Disaster Assessment Preliminary Report taken by the provincial and district administration, 90% of the people said this was quite a severe flooding, and almost 80% said they were the worst flooding ever experienced in the province. The National Procurement Commission's processes and systems will come under government spotlight after queries were raised on the floor of Parliament this week on the delay in awarding of contracts of roadworks.
The bad road condition from Maprik in East Sepik Province to Noku in West Sepik is a concern for many travelers. Roadworks to the National Highway has taken almost 3 years as the provincial authorities await the awarding of the road contract. This week in Parliament, Governor for East Sepik, Alan Bird, queried the Minister for Finance, Rainbow Paita, on the delay of the awarding of a road contractor, stating that funds were already made available. Governor Bird questioned why tenders from various companies were documented and still stuck with the National Procurement Committee.
Could the good minister inform the people of East Sepik and West Sepik as to why it has taken 3 years and even up to now the contract is yet to be awarded by the NPC, even though the funds have been available for 3 years and the tender process was completed 3 years ago.
Governor Bird said most people are struggling to use the road. The provincial government can only do cosmetic works to keep the road open. Minister Paita has been called to give an assurance to the people of East and West Sepik that the National Highway gets fixed through working with the NPC on the delay.
This particular contract can be speedily moved through the process and a contract awarded so that our people can enjoy the services that people around the country are enjoying.
Governor Bird's call has prompted a review and investigation into the NPC. Minister Paita, when responding to Governor Bird, stated that he hasn't seen a report and will act to get this sorted.
Seek further information on why the delay has actually happened for the duration of 3 years, and to actually investigate as to why the delay of these funding issues. If the funds are set there for that particular work, why is it not commenced? If it's an issue to do with evaluation or the process itself, I assure our good governor that I will check because I do not have seen the details of the work itself. Number two, the long delay in that process itself.
Minister Paita assured the people of East and West Sepik that NPC will be held to task.
Some of the process in the NPC we are reviewing, and at the same time trying to see how we can effectively put out an automated system so that procurement could happen on a daily basis.
Susan Oreape, TV1 News.
This year's World Oceans Day revolves around the theme Planet Ocean. tides are changing. It aims to convey the urgent need for support for the ocean and raise awareness about the devastating impact on fish populations. The event calls for concerted efforts to restore the ocean's vibrance and establish a new balance in its ecosystems. On June 8, Bukbilong Pikinini, an organization focused on early childhood education, joined the World Oceans Day celebrations to emphasize the importance of ocean protection. Through various activities, the students learned about the ocean, tides, and its inhabitants. The event was particularly captivating for children who had never experienced the ocean or had limited access to technology at home. A program showcasing oceans animals left them mesmerized. This is TVWAN News. After the break. Illegal Mangai holiday and Pacific artists arrive.
It was during and after COVID that really motivated me to want to take up life insurance. I think savings is very important, and I think One Talk Delight provides a disciplined approach to savings, and it's a good investment to want to think about the future, because it's always nice to have plans for what you want to do later on.
With you for life.
Enjoying life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, a scale race, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite of mine. Tennessee cola, scale rice, don't scale price. Tennessee cola, scale rice, don't scale price. Amber, you like it?
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend. PNG's own coffee.
The Toyota JD Hiace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency and quietness, designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hiace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort and safety. Experience the ride on the Hiace bus and experience the Hiace pride, the bus that exceeds all expectations.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi Trubla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Welcome back. No school administration has the right to close schools. Chief Executive Officer of Social Services in the New Island Provincial Administration, Apelis Benson, described the premature closing of Mangai Agro Secondary School's Term 2 in KVN's Tikana local level government as illegal.
Mangai Agro Secondary School in KVN's Tikana local level government in New Island Province has sent its students home for the Term 2 holidays 2 weeks before the scheduled break by the Department of Education. The school's Board of Management made the decision due to the lack of funding, which means the boarding school cannot feed its 600 students. The school management said when the rest of the schools go for break, Mangai will resume for Term 3. Chief Executive Officer of Social Services in the New Island Provincial Administration, Apelis Benson, said while they understand Mangai's situation, the school's administration should have followed established processes.
We still believe that no school administration has got the right to close schools. The Provincial Education Board, the education authorities, and of course the United Church, who is the agency responsible for this school, must be consulted, and they are the only authorities that can close a school. So at this stage, the Provincial Education Board has met and have given an instruction, clear instruction. Letters have been delivered to the school board of Mangaya Gross Secondary, the principal, the school administration, and also we've gone on here to advise all parents and students of Mangai to return back to school on the 13th of June, which is next week Tuesday, after the school holiday on Monday, and return and resume classes normally. Also, the Provincial Education Board has made a decision that the school will go through the holiday week also to catch up with the lost week, lost times during the week that they were being illegally suspended. And I say illegal simply because this is the term that the board, the Provincial Education Board has termed it, and simply because it was not approved by relevant authorities.
Craig Kabiago, TV1 News.
In a gesture of support and generosity, the Rotary Club of Port Moresby extended a helping hand to Bomana Primary School in northeast of NCD. The school recently received a significant donation of books thanks to the collaboration between the club and Book Belong Pikinini. The donation included the highly popular school library kits designed to enhance reading experiences, along with 9 sets of readers from Engaging When I Grow Up series. Additionally, the Collecting Compromise Inclusive Education picture books and various other titles to cater for the diverse needs of the students. Mayan Ari, the head teacher of Bomana Primary School, alongside 10 representatives from each grade, gratefully accepted the donation on behalf of the school community. The books will be distributed to each classroom from grade 3 to 8, as the school currently lacks a dedicated library building. Pacific artists have arrived today at 2 p.m. at Jackson's Airport in Port Moresby to perform for one night at the Lamana Gold Club. DJ Noise, Kenyon Brown, Binabata and Relic Brown will be performing tonight at 10 p.m. and travel back to Brisbane tomorrow. DJ Noise, Kenyon Brown, Binabata and Relic Brown have officially arrived today at 2 p.m. for a one-night performance at the Lamana Gold Club tonight. Organizer and founder of Gold Entertainment, Samuel Lupo, shared that it was tough organizing such great artists due to time schedules and event planning. However, it was worthwhile when they touched down.
We have the arrival of the artist now at Jackson's Airport. They're going to hop on the bus with us, the promoter, and then we're going to head straight to Lamana. From Lamana, we'll have the plan and team program, and then have a sound check at around 5:30. Because the gates will be open at 6 o'clock, and then we'll go back. The guys will go back to the rooms, and then we're ready we are ready for the night that's going to start at 10 o'clock.
As the artists arrived, they headed straight to Lamana Hotel to prepare for tonight's performance.
Word of thanks to our sponsor, just our main sponsor, who is Lamana Hotel, making this successful, and big up to Lamana Hotel and Gold Club as well. And the Future Now Music. The future I have one coming up in October. I'm not gonna say who, but I have another international artist coming in October.
The Pacific Island artists will be in Port Moresby for the night and travel back to Brisbane tomorrow, the 11th of June 2023. This will be Gold Entertainment's second international event, having artists, and are looking forward for more. And now the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. Back home, regional forecast for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, isolated showers and thunderstorms. In Momasa and New Guinea Islands region, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Highlands region, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, then morning fog. And that ends the news segment. In sports, Hunters defeat Clydesdales and Samoa bows out.
There's a sense of pride when you're able to do something right, a financial decision that has just really good benefits. With BSP Life Insurance, there's that alleviation of that worry when you pass away. The benefits of the BSP Life Insurance would meet those expenses on behalf of my family. If you're young and you have kids, you owe it to your children to make sure they're not left behind when you pass on.
With you for life.
He loves the Maroons. He loves the Blues. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bungimyumi.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
More clean, more sweet. Flame natural white sugar. Make more.
Welcome back. The PNG Hunters have displayed yet another spectacular performance this afternoon at the Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby, smashing the visiting Western Clydesdale 40-4. Despite missing the service of its regular players, the Hunters proved too strong, closing in the first half with a 16-0 scoreline. In the second stanza, Hunters returned much stronger, registering 24 more points to end the match on a high note. Here are the highlights.
The PNG Hunters will be running from the northern end. There's a kick-off from the boot of the 7 in Corey McGrady. As the Hunters now bring it back, and it's none other than here's the enforcer himself, short. So he's going to play the ball now. Tap it, line ball, but well taken there by the defense.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, hang on. It's a try. Kimmy Sivet this time, I think it's very important here. But they shifted quickly there through the hands. Joshua Lau, he will score. The footwork back on the inside. Too easy. And back there. Well, I think this group of players, this playing group from Clydesdale, they've heard so much about that. But here they are. They're here to experience it, and finally Junior plays it on the 20. Moy, their first receiver. Mire joining in the line, and then he is Moria setting up his outside man, and it's Roderick tie again. Celebration is on again. Play continues. Oh, here's the last grasp play. The kick back on the inside. Moria is there, and that should be the ball game. Moria runs the ball dead in goal.
The Kiwi FC of Samoa is the only team that bows out from the inaugural Women's Oceania Football Confederation Champions League without winning a single match. But that didn't stop them to keep pushing and trying. And that wraps up the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.